An Olympian just got sidelined not for failing a drug test, but for not being where she was supposed to be. And with the Olympics right around the corner, this might be one of the most dangerous gray areas in all of sports. Here's what we know fast. French Olympian Auriana Lazraq-Khlass has been provisionally suspended by the Athletics Integrity Unit. The reason? Whereabouts failures. That means she missed required check-ins with anti-doping officials. No failed test has been announced. No banned substance confirmed. But under the rules, 3 misfilings or tests within 12 months triggers an automatic suspension. Right now, she's sidelined and could be facing up to a 2-year ban if the case goes against her. This didn't happen in a vacuum. Track and field is in full lockdown mode right now. Ever since high-profile cases like Kerley's suspension, the AIU has tightened enforcement across the board. More testing, more tracking, less margin for error. And Khlass, she's not just any athlete. She's a multi-event competitor, 100 meters, long jump, shot put, javelin, you name it. A complete all-around athlete. She competed at the Paris Olympics in 2024, finished mid-pack, but showed serious promise. Then followed that up with a silver medal at the European Championships. And just recently, she won the pentathlon at the French Indoor Championships with a personal best. That's upward momentum. That's someone trending toward relevance heading into Los Angeles 2028. Now suddenly, everything is on pause. And inside that French locker room, this hits hard. Because when one athlete gets flagged, it puts the entire system under a microscope. This is where things get complicated and honestly a little uncomfortable because whereabouts failures sit in one of the most controversial zones in anti-doping. Here's how it works. Elite athletes have to report their location daily. 1 specific hour every day, they must be available for random testing. Miss it, that's 1 strike. 3 strikes within a year, you're out. No positive test required. Now, from a regulatory standpoint, it makes sense. If you only test athletes when they're ready, you leave loopholes wide open. This system closes those gaps. But here's the risk, and it's a big one. It's administrative. It's human error. Miss a filing. Forget to update your location. Travel changes. Time zone confusion. Suddenly you're not dealing with performance, you're dealing with paperwork that can end your career. So the big question becomes, is this protecting the sport or punishing athletes for technical mistakes? Now let's talk about Khlass specifically. The AIU hasn't released details about her violations, no timeline, no context, and that lack of information, it creates uncertainty because without transparency, people fill in the gaps themselves. From a competitive standpoint, this is brutal timing. She's entering her prime, building momentum, and now she's frozen out of competition during a critical stretch of her career. Even if she's cleared later, the damage could already be done. Lost training cycles, missed events, lost visibility, and strategically, this sends a message to every athlete in the world. The margin for error is 0, not just physically, but administratively. You're not just competing anymore. You're managing a system that can take you out even if you never fail a test. This is where opinions split fast. Some fans are going to say, rules are rules. If you're an elite athlete, staying compliant is part of the job. No excuses. Others, they're going to push back hard because to them, this feels like punishing someone without proof of doping. No failed tests, no substance, just missed check-ins. And media analysts are already circling that same debate. Is this a necessary system to protect clean sport, or is it too rigid for real life? Because one thing is clear, this isn't a black and white situation. Khlass explains the missed filings. The investigation clears up the context. Maybe the penalty gets reduced or overturned. She returns, refocuses, and uses this as motivation heading into the Olympic cycle. A setback, but not a derailment. The violations stand. She gets hit with a full suspension up to 2 years. And just like that, her prime window starts slipping away. Momentum gone, opportunities missed. And in a sport this competitive, that kind of pause can be career-altering. So here's the real question. Is the system doing exactly what it's supposed to do, or is it catching athletes in a technical trap that has nothing to do with performance? Drop your take in the comments. I want to hear where you stand on this. And if you want more sharp, real breakdowns like this, make sure you're subscribed to SPORTSWIRE USA.